Let's go to Zechariah chapter number 7. Zechariah chapter 7, that's just before Malachi, the last book in the Old Testament. Zechariah chapter 7, verse number 13. We got to back up to verse 11 to catch this. Actually 8. Let's start at verse 8. Make you things interested here in closing. Zechariah chapter 7 verse 8. He says, And the word of the Lord came unto Zechariah, saying, Thus speaketh the Lord of hosts, saying, Execute true judgment, and show mercy and compassions every man to his brother. And oppress not the widow, nor the fatherless, the stranger, nor the poor. And let none of you imagine evil against his brother in your heart. But they refused, to hearken, and pulled away the shoulder, and stopped their ears, that they should not hear. Yea, they made their hearts as an adamant stone, lest they should hear the law, and the words of the Lord of hosts hath sent in his spirit by the former prophets. Therefore came a great wrath from the Lord of hosts. Therefore it has come to pass that as they cried, and they would not hear, so they cried, and I would not hear, saith the Lord of hosts. God was simply saying, you won't listen to me, I ain't listening to you. Put up with your foolishness long enough, you won't listen to what I tell you, and I told you don't do this, you've done it anyway, and refuse to hear, so I'm not going to listen to you when you pray. I hope nobody here watching by television is struggling with getting answers to prayer. But I'm going to turn over to the book of James here. I think I've only got one or two more. The book of James. A happy shout. Amen. Bless the Lord forever. He started in verse number 5, James 1 and 5. He said, If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of God, that giveth to all men liberally, and upbraideth not, and it shall be given him. How many ever quoted that? Mm-hmm. If you lack wisdom, let him ask of God. Well, that's not all he said. Continue to read a little bit. But let him ask in faith, nothing wavering. For he that wavereth is like the wave of the sea, driven with the wind and tossed. For let not that man think that he shall receive anything of the Lord. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways.